Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Okay, guys, so if you didn't catch, it wasn't hot, messy topics today, but if you didn't catch our Real Housewives of New Jersey recap, also kind of doubling as Dubai, then definitely go be a part of that replay crew. But in the meantime, w- I'm trying to think. I was trying to contemplate, did I want to talk about Tom Schwartz? But I do. I talked about Brandy and Caroline on my other show and on channel 2. So yeah, I want to talk about it. So we're back to talk about it. The recording is going. We're not backing out now. Nothing to think about. Trust your gut. Smash the like button. Show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And let's jump right
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So where do we start? I know. I guess we're going to start right here. Thank you to Reality Blurb. This season of Vanderpump Rules has come to a close, and the cast is making plans for a pause in filming. One such person is Tom Schwartz, who recently supported his co-stars Katie and Ariana by visiting Something About Her. However, he recently was in the hot seat over allegations that he lied about knowing the status of Brittany and Jax's relationship. Plus, he's opening up about building a home for his future family and maybe living with Tom Sandoval one last time. Now, regarding his living situation, Tom discussed potentially moving in with the other Tom in the recent Vanderpump Rules reunion. But of course, he is also interested in real estate. So it makes sense that he'd want to build a home on the property he already owns. And according to Reality T, Tom appeared on an episode of Kristen Doute's podcast called Balancing Act. So, of course, they talked all things Bravo and the Valley and Vanderpump Rules. And however, things got a bit tense when Kristen decided to grill Tom about whether or not he knew about Brittany and Jax separating. Apparently, he was among the first to know about the pair going their separate ways. Kristen said, "I just want to call you out because you were one of the first people to know about the separation because you were with Jax and Brittany because Brittany told me." She continued by saying, "And she made sure that she said it in front of you because she didn't want Jax to not believe her or be able to spin it when it first happened." However, Tom had a good reason for not being honest at first whenever he was asked if the couple had split. But still, Kristen seemingly wanted to push the idea that he lied for no reason. Tom says, "Well, they asked me not to say anything." Now, she does argue back because Brittany was like, "Wait a minute." Brittany was like, "Why is he saying that he doesn't really know? I made sure that he knew." Tom then insisted that he promised he would not say anything. This part of the conversation felt odd because, regardless of if he knew, it wasn't his place to tell people. And additionally, it seems Kristen is repeating what Brittany told her, which means that she doesn't know the full story, is what Reality Blurb is saying. In other Tom news, he recently shared his plans to move forward with building a home in Florida. And according to Bravo, while on the podcast, he said, "This is a dream that I think is finally coming to fruition. I have a property in Florida. I'm finally going to build a house for my family there. I have this little pond. I'm super stoked about that. To save money, he plans to downsize his living situation and might live in a really cool, loft apartment. But regarding whether he might still move in with other Tom, he says, the optics of me moving in with Tom Sandoval are not good for my personal growth and everything. However, he also said, I'd rather give Sandoval some of my money, have a little backyard, a pool, and chill out there while I build my house in Florida. It for sure wouldn't be anything long term, but I'm thinking it would be fun one last time before we get too old, we get hitched, have kids. Maybe it would be fun to live together." Oof. So in one breath, you're saying, "I'm not getting sucked into this shit." But then in the next breath, you're like, that could be fun before we get too old. Which actually, when you say it like that, I mean, it's kind of terrifying, but it's like, you're essentially saying, this could be my one last hurrah. And it actually, again, really awful to say, it could be your one last hurrah. Which again, in the next breath is like, oh no, that's kind of sad. Is this the end of an era? I don't know. Anyways, enough about Tom and Tom. I think it's time to switch it up and go over to the Valley, where Tom Schwartz moved from because he is on his way to Florida. Now, Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor have been major topics of conversation as of late. Part of this has to do with their show, The Valley, but it's also because of their separation. There's been tons of speculation about why they are no longer together, and Brittany's opening up about it. Jax and Brittany met in 2018 and got engaged the following year, and they've had a series of ups and downs, but separated recently. They have one son together. Brittany recently sat down with Bravo's The Daily Dish with Kristen Doty. During the interview, Brittany addressed her relationship and separation from Jax. Brittany confirmed that there was no cheating. She said, "We just had our issues with fighting with each other. There wasn't any infidelity. I know that's been a rumor going around. It wasn't anything like that." But Brittany went on to say that, her son needing a happy home was part of the reason that they are no longer together. It was just not a happy feeling. And I was like losing my sparkle a little bit. I started to notice that I think after I had my son, I woke up a little bit and it made me realize he can't grow up in this environment. Kristen then told Brittany how proud she is of her and how she also deserves to be happy in whatever relationship she's in. As for why they broke up, Brittany said, "It's just kind of like worn on me after 9 years of dealing with this personality. We're very different in a lot of ways, and he has, grown in many ways as well." But she then said, "He's a solid father, but not a great husband." Brittany also says there might be hope in the future, but it should be noted that this interview was conducted before Jax went out with Paige Woolen. He's just not the best partner right now. And if if he works on some things, maybe in the future, we could get back together. I'm not really sure about the situation yet, but for right now, the space is much needed for both of us. And I'm just glad that I had the strength to finally take myself out of the situation because I didn't think I would ever, ever, ever leave him. Now, Brittany also recently appeared on the Sex, Love, and What Else Matters podcast and addressed her breakup with Jax and how she's figuring things out. I'm sure you guys want to hear that because I could also just tell you, but this is probably the best way to go. Hold on. Roll the tape. Here we go. Thank you to Breaking the Rules pod.
Just is the ball completely in Jax's court, or is there like a plan to work together moving forward? I'm just curious. I don't know where all that stands.
Yeah, I mean, he's got certain things that I have told him that I want him to work on, but I just don't know what's going to happen right now. We go back and forth. Are we going to?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't want to get you emotional. We can skip on. We can skip over.
It's just too. Right now, I'm just trying to see. And I'm angry about a lot of things. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but there are a lot of things in our relationship that I'm angry about, and I have my ups and downs about that too. But it's weird.
There's anger, there's denial, and then it's with any situation, as we all know as adults.
I'm very up and down all the time. Right now, I'm just trying to see how things are with us not being together.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it does.
It makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
You want to see how he's being when you're not around.
Yeah.
How is he being on his own? Is he being independent? Is he taking care of himself? Is he being responsible? Is he showing you respect?
Exactly.
I've talked to you about this. You've talked to your listeners about this, but you guys are co-parenting.
Now is the ball completely in Jax's.
Well, now that we dropped those bombs, and now that we know that Tom Schwartz is a liar, but for good reason, I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget, and do you know how long it took me to point in the direction of this fucking logo? Can I just say really quick, this took me a minute. So just get subscribed. I love you guys. Smash the like button, show some love. Jason's out of town. Man, I'm looking at my house and I'm looking at everything that needs to be done. And I'm I just want to do YouTube. I don't want to do this shit. But I guess I gotta go get to work. So love you guys. See you next time. Bye.